People always ask, how much is my case worth? And it's a really difficult thing to evaluate early on in the case. And in fact, if a lawyer tells you that they guarantee they can get you X number of dollars, or that your case is worth so much money on the first visit, you should not only run, but run fast, because it's impossible to determine immediately how much the case is worth. Case value, so to speak, is dependent on how extensive your injuries are, how high your medical bills are, how much time you've missed from work, what type of limitations you're gonna have that are gonna be permanent after you've recovered from the accident. So it's really impossible to determine early on what the value of a case is. But after we've obtained all this information that I've talked about, we can always give our client then a good idea of what the range of a jury verdict would be. That's often how we evaluate a case, is what do we think a jury would ultimately give at trial? And we can provide our clients with a range so that they can make an informed decision about settlement of their case. When a case goes to trial, a jury is asked to award a person what's called damages. And damages fall into two different categories. The first category is what we call economic damages. And that's things I tell clients that have maybe a piece of paper attached to it, like a medical bill, lost income, where someone has either a paycheck or they receive regular commissions or they work overtime. Economic damages also include something that's called loss of household services. Texas law recognizes a claim and recognizes the fact that in every household there are certain things that one member of the family does that another member of the family does not, and we can assign an economic, a dollar value. The other type of damages that a jury can award is what are called non-economic damages. And non-economic damages are things that don't necessarily have a particular dollar value attached. It's things like physical pain, mental anguish, also physical impairment. That means you're not able to do things that you could do before, whether it's usually things that are more leisurely in nature. Another type of non-economic damages is disfigurement. Maybe a person has really significant scarring after an accident. Maybe they were involved in a bad burn incident, or maybe they had to have a major surgery and now they have scarring. Texas law recognizes a claim for the body being disfigured. Another thing that juries can award as non-economic damages is something that's called loss of consortium. It's a difficult thing for juries to evaluate. It's kind of the loss of relationship. We see it especially in parent-child or husband-wife relationships. It's not like a husband or a wife loves their spouse less after an accident, but a relationship can be seriously damaged after an accident. It's harder to be as, participatory in a relationship, whether that's just in doing things that you like to do, or in fact it can include, and a jury can award for the loss of sexual relationship and for consolation that one party can provide to the other, advice, counsel, those things that you have in a relationship that if someone's seriously injured and they're not able to be the person that they were before, the law recognizes a claim for that, and we try to recover all those types of damages for our clients.